In this video, I'm going to be addressing the question of the day. Basically, someone has reached out to me, asked me a question, and they want to know my opinion or experience in providing an answer. So if you have any information you would like to add, any comments, suggestions, please make comments below. Let's get started. Today's question of today has to do with why mechanics don't like giving quotes over the phone. There's several reasons why. In this video, I'm going to cover the top 3. Number 3, they believe that you're probably wrong with your diagnosis. We know some people have already got it diagnosed at another shop. They've already checked on YouTube and got the answer there. They've asked people on the forum and got answers there. But still, if you ask them how much it costs to replace your alternator and they quote you a price over the phone, for some reason you're going to want to hold them to that quote. They get the car in, they find out it's not the alternator at all. You got some wire burned up somewhere or some bad fuse, so the quote was wrong. They tell you $600 to replace an alternator, and the cost to fix the car is actually $320. So here you are asking them to replace an alternator for $600, and they only needed to fix some wire or something for $300. So you, out of fear of the $600 bill, don't bring the car in. They've lost the opportunity to make $250 on the wire repair other than $300 on the alternator. Either way, they lose because they quoted you over the phone. That's number 3. They don't want to quote you on the wrong job. Number 2, they don't want you shopping their prices. You know, they know that, hey, if I quote something over the phone and you call around 10 different shops and you find somebody that say they'll do it instead of $400, they'll do it for $325, boom, they've lost business. You're out getting it done for $325. Doesn't matter if that other place is doing it right. Doesn't matter if they're using low, cheap, quality parts that'll probably cost you the job to be done again in short order. They just know that, hey, you shopped them, they never seen you, you know, that they didn't get an opportunity to gain a customer. A lot of times it's not about that one job, it's about having the opportunity to gain a customer for life, especially if they're a good, reputable shop. The number 1 reason is simply fear. Fear that you'll take the job somewhere else. You know, you're shopping around, you're getting lower prices on stuff. They don't have the opportunity to meet you face to face and sell themselves and their service to you so that they can possibly gain a lifelong customer. That kind of piggybacks off of number 2, but it's just a different thing. You know, fear is something that people often fall into, and hey, I don't want to lose the opportunity to make that money, so I'm not going to quote it. And it may not be for a lifelong customer, just for that one job. You know, you're looking at getting the transmission repaired. That job could be $3,200 to their shop versus you just not bringing that thing in and taking it somewhere where somebody tell you they'll do it for half the money and end up, you know, charging you the $3,200 anyway. You know, when I was in real estate, I always closed for the appointment. If I had the opportunity to meet those folks, talk to them face to face, chances were I would get that business 50% of the time. If I quoted them my services and fees and marketing plan over the phone, chances are I would get that business 10% of the time. So face-to-face meetings always have a better chance of making money on that thing, especially when you're getting a car towed around. You will not likely have a car towed to 8 different shops getting estimates, but you will call 8 different shops to get estimates over the phone if they'll do that. That's the number 1 reason, fear of not making a sale for some service. You know, really, it's sad to say, but I have a hard time giving people estimates and quotes over the phone or over the internet. Somebody will contact me and say, hey Robert, how much it would cost to get a CV axle replaced? Man, you know, that could be $150. Hour and a half for labor, $75 for the part. I get the car here, it's not the CV axle at all. They got a bad control arm, they got a bad CV axle, and a bad wheel hub. Now we're up to 400 in parts and 5 hours of labor because something is rusted, bolts are breaking, lines are torn out, and I'm sitting there doing, instead of an hour and a half labor, I'm doing 4 hours labor. You know, so it's really hard giving people estimates without seeing the car. It's just, you know, it could be tough. So hope that helps. Feel free to make comments below and add your experience. It's just the nature of the game. Thanks for watching. If you feel that this information was useful, please like it and share it with your social media friends. You can subscribe to my channel so that you will get notifications of future videos that I post. You can follow me on Twitter, and if you need to contact me directly, please visit my website. And if you have any questions, leave them below, and someone or myself will reply to them. Again, thank you very much for watching.